Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down, 6.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the gun on third down, Newman completes it to Corey Grant. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On first and 10, Newman. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On second down, it's Grant. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Back to throw. Newman. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen get when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Chopper! Hey, Alpha!
They go play action now. Stidham. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 41 yards.
That's good for the Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Stidham. Got a man open, that's Harry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, Stidham sliding. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Now
they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Looking to throw. Newman. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Newman. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Corey Clement, 60 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Newman. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Grant. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Ebron caught left side. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Stidham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Team 6.
Stidham sets to throw on first. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. On the run, it's Pumphrey. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
On the ready.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Hey, Charlie. Ready.
Stidham now to throw on third down. This is Johnson. He's got it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Catch is made by Harry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Down. 70. Indy. Bravo.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Get it.
Now Stidham on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here we go again.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Taylor, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35 35-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for our Patriots.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Stidham. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So we're in as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Ready up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
See if they do just that. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Play action. It's Stidham. He gets this one to Johnson. They'll run right here with Clement. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. They'll run on 1st down. Clement. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Yeah,